This is our 12th lesson. In previous lesson we have discussed about the SA block. Today we will try to discuss AV block, that is atrioventricular block, AV block. Now what is this AV block? AV block is a delay or interruption in the conduction of atrial impulse through AV node and the bundle of hairs downwards. Now there is a classification for AV conduction block. There is divided into incomplete and complete. Incomplete is first degree heart block. Here what happens, that there is a delay in AV nodal conduction. First degree block, there is a delay in the AV nodal conduction. Second degree block, that is second degree AV block, is intermittent interruption of conduction. Intermittent means not continuously. Sometimes there is, sometimes there is not. So in second degree heart block, AV block, there is intermittent interruption of conduction. And there are two types of this block, the second degree. The second degree has got two different types of block. First is known as Mobius type 1 or Wenckebach phenomenon. Wenckebach, Wenckebach, Wenckebach. Then there is another type in type 2, that is Mobius type 2. Mobius type 2. Or here there is a, this could, here, this is a, so the second degree block has got two types. Type 1 is Mobius 1, or it is also known as Wenckebach, or Mobius type 2. Then comes the third degree heart block. Third degree heart block is a complete heart block, and there is a complete interruption of the conduction from in the pathway from atrium to the ventricle. So there is a complete total interruption. Now let me remind you one thing, that is the heart has got two major muscle groups. One is the atrial group of muscle, another is ventricular, and in between there is a fibrous ring that is known as AV ring, because it lies in between the atrium and ventricle, so it is known as AV ring. Now please remember here that there is no continuity of muscle between the atrium and the ventricle. Then how the impulse travel from atrium to ventricle? That travels through AV node, and AV node is continuous with the bundle of hairs, and bundle of hairs goes down and arborize or divides and redivides in the form of Purkinje fiber. So the second degree heart block is block in the AV node. There is intermittent block, not continuous, intermittent block of AV conduction. Third degree, there is a complete damage of connection between the AV node and downwards. That is, the impulse will not travel from the AV node downwards. You should remember one more thing. The fibrous ring does not allow any conduction from atrium to ventricle. It is the AV node and is bundle and is a bundle of haze. So in other words, bundle of haze is a bridge, electrical bridge between, or a cable between the atrium and the ventricle. This is point to be noted. Then we go to the first degree heart block. This is also known as first degree AV block. I told you AV block normal time of conduction in the AV node or down is 0.12 to 0.21, and each vertical line or horizontal line is 1 millimeter apart, and horizontal line, that is x-axis, is for the time. So 1 millimeter in horizontal line is equal to 0.04 second. So first degree block, it is due to delay in the conduction through SA node to AV node, then through AV node, to the bundle of haze and to the ventricle. So this is the pathway. SA node, then the impulse will go to the AV node, and in AV node there is a normal delay of 0.1 second. It will not cross immediately to the ventricle. There is a stopover of 0.1 second in the AV node. Then the conduction from AV node, then it will go to bundle of haze, and then to the Purkinje fiber, then to the muscle. So this is the through which it is passing, and it takes 0.12 to 0.2 second to travel from atrium to the ventricle. Only here what we see in first degree heart block, that there is first degree AV heart block, there is a prolongation of PR interval only. There is no other thing, there is no other problem except that there is a prolongation of PR interval. Here the P wave is followed by a normal QRS. The only thing is that P to Q distance, it is longer. So if you see in the diagram, I have shown the arrow. PR interval is increasing, and I have seen that this is 9 millimeter PR interval distance. Each is 1 millimeter, 9 millimeter, and 0.04 second is 1 millimeter. So 9 is multiplied by 4 gives you 36 seconds. Now 36 seconds, 0.3 second, 0.36 second, 0.36 second. So this is larger, is more than 0.12. So there is a first degree heart block. Now, in what condition we will see the increased PR interval? It is sometimes seen in normal athlete due to increased parasympathetic tone. Parasympathetic tone is increased in athletes. In ischemic heart disease you may find, in rheumatic heart disease you may find, in hypokalemia you might see, and if the drugs like beta blocker is given for the long time, then it can cause it will show increase in the PR interval. Now generally there is no treatment required, but there is a word of caution. When you see increased PR interval in a person who is not an athlete, you should take care and supervise and see. So once again, first degree heart block is increase in the PR interval as it is shown in the diagram. So this is the first degree heart